Welcome back YouTube to another video. Today we're back again on Anime Mania, and today we're doing a pretty cool video. So as you all may know, update 1 for Anime Mania is here, and they've dropped a bunch of new One Piece characters. And so today, me and King Mo 33 are going to be testing the max length that these One Piece characters can go in infinite mode. So I'll be using level 100 Gear 5 Luffy, and King Mo is going to be using level 100 Roger. I got Godly on my Luffy. He probably has a good trait on his Roger, but we're gonna create a little team and try to see how far we can get in infinite, because both of these units are pretty OP, so this will go to show how much power these units really have. Before we get started with this video, make sure you guys go drop a like, drop a sub if this video is enjoyable, or if it somehow helps you out. Maybe it helps you decide whether you want to go for Gear 5 Luffy or Roger. They're both really good units. I'd say they are the best One Piece characters of the update. Gear 5 Luffy is definitely better, but that's just a given since he is a mythical and requires an Evo, whereas Roger is just summoned from the token banner. Alright everyone, besides that, let's get started with this video. Alright, we've now joined the Naruto Infinite. This is supposedly the hardest Infinite mode. Not 100% sure, but we're about to find out, I guess. Oh wow, wait. Roger doesn't even one shot. Okay, never mind, he does. But we haven't done Infinite in a long time. Just because at the moment it's a little bit useless. Oh, I forgot to mute the music. But hopefully they begin to revamp Infinite soon and they give it better rewards. But I think Roger and Luffy are gonna clear this out pretty well because they're both the best units of the update. And I forgot, Roger has huge AoE, so this is probably better for him where there's a ton of enemies and stuff like that. Wait, what? Oh, there's a boss. I didn't even realize. I should have used fooling around on him. Wait, this should kill him. I can't use my fooling around. Wait, am I bugged? Never mind, yes I can. Oh yeah, there we go. Drains his HP. Wow, this guy has more HP than like Aizen, I think. Because he didn't die to that as fast as Aizen did. Is wave 11 already that difficult? Oh, there's another boss again. What the heck? I didn't realize that there's a boss every single time that they spawn, or that a new wave comes. I can't use any of my CDs. Am I bugged? Oh no, I'm not. But it's okay because we have fooling around to kill the boss. That's gonna do the most damage. Alright, we stunned him. So far we haven't even gone low, but the only thing is that the boss's HP is really high. So I'm really curious to see how much we can last. Maybe I should have brought a different assist. I thought we would need more healing. Oh, is there another boss now? I think there's another boss. Oh yeah, Data is in here now too. Okay, this makes things a little bit more difficult now. Maybe it'll actually start to get harder now. What do you guys think about Infinite mode right now? Do you guys play it? Have you guys played it before? I think that personally, Infinite mode definitely needs some sort of rework or just some kind of buffs to it, because at the moment it's not very useful and it's kind of just overall not used because the EXP doesn't work. I don't know if they fixed that, but the EXP didn't work before, and the drop rates for the EXP units aren't even that good. So at the moment, the best way to get XP for your units is just to grind for gold and get fodders and just use those to level them up. But obviously, Infinite should be the better way of getting EXP since they have it. So I definitely think that in the next update, hopefully they can revamp it or do some kind of work to it so that it's much better than it is now. But this is also kind of just a power test, seeing how good these units are and how far they could go, because these bosses are actually pretty difficult. You guys saw, if you watched my level 100 Luffy video, if you haven't, go watch it, that his fooling around move, his number 3, instantly kills Aizen, like just with the running around part. So for these bosses to tank the whole move and more, they have pretty high HP. So far still pretty good though, even though it's starting to get hard. I think at some point there's just going to be so many enemies and so many bosses to the point where we just get like absolutely destroyed. I think it's going to go from like a level of just easy to like insanely hard in 1 second. Also my move kind of bugged there. But Luffy has really good stun with this fooling around move. I love this character overall. I'm so glad that they made him like the new best character instead of having Dio over Heaven like the meta forever. I love Dio over Heaven like as a character and as a unit in the game, but obviously it's better to have a fresh meta instead of just the same one for the whole time. So I really like that. But I think overall my thoughts on this update is like it's good that all the characters that they added are pretty good as well. The only thing I guess I could say is just to make more playable content, I guess. Maybe like some more waves. Having infinite mode be reworked in this update would have been huge and probably made this update like a 10 out of 10. Because then people have a way to easily grind EXP instead of just, you know, redundantly grinding for gold, summoning on the gold banner, and then just feeding their fodders, because I feel like that's so much more boring than like actually playing the game in infinite mode, getting those EXP units and being able to not easily, but easierly, I don't know if that's a word, but being able to level up your units easier. I don't know why I'm struggling to speak. Now reached wave 30. I think there's gonna be 3 bosses now, so that's fun. But yeah, like I said previously, it's definitely gonna be the bosses that kill us because they do the most damage. And so, oh, now there's Obito. But I'm pretty sure this is also the hardest infinite mode because I checked throughout all of the infinite modes and this one's the one that has the most base HP, which I'm pretty sure that's how the scaling goes. Not 100% sure. But that's how we concluded this was the hardest unit. Oh, he's got a tornado. I think I'm stuck in my running animation. Oh, I did a daily quest. Nice. This is also really good for quests. That's another reason why they definitely deserve to buff this mode / raid, because, you know, it's a good way to get things done in the game. Oh, there's a 4th boss now. What the heck? There's 4. Maybe now every single wave there's another boss. That would be crazy. I think we could still wipe them out pretty easily though. My prediction is like wave 50. I think we're gonna be under wave 50 before we die. So whatever wave we get to, we'll see how many rewards we get from it and see if Infinite is really worth it at the moment. Finally, we're respawned. No more bugged head. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but that was kind of annoying. Oh, I'm lagging. Whoa, that was a crazy lag spike. Wave 40 now. We're getting close to my prediction, where I said we were gonna lose. I don't know now. I think we might make it past it. Not 100% sure though. We're also around 30 minutes into this Infinite. So 30 minutes of grinding so far. You guys should drop your suggestions for Infinite mode or for Anime Mania or for what you guys think they should do for next update. So maybe we could get it suggested, and if it's a good idea, maybe they'll add it. You know? Express what you guys think about the game in the comments. We made it to my prediction, wave 50. I thought we could make it here, but I thought we would die before it. But pretty good that we've gone here so far. We're 40 minutes in. Pretty long time, not gonna lie. But let me know if you guys thought that we would go over. So new realized information that I actually don't know how I didn't know, but there is no more bosses spawning. This is the max boss spawn. So I think that it's not possible for us to lose since we keep defeating all these bosses. So we decided we're gonna end it off on wave 55 or 60, probably around there, probably 55, since, you know, we already know that we can beat it. But it's crazy to think about that, like, you know, Infinite can actually be beat. Not technically, but just the fact that you could go on it forever. Alright, that's the end of it. Wave 55. We are done. Well, we gotta die first. I just reset. You should just reset too. Alright, 50 minutes in, wave 55 in Naruto Infinite. Let's see what we got. So we got 0 gold, 0 units. I mean, not 0 gold, 0 gems, 0 units. And how much gold is this? Let's wait for it to count up. Alright, well, it didn't keep counting, but I don't know how much gold that was, but probably not a lot. Yeah, probably around like 1,500, 2,000 gold. Pretty mid. Pretty mid? I don't even, that's an understatement. Pretty mid is an understatement. That was horrendous. Alright everyone, that concludes the how far can we get an Infinite with the 2 best update units video. Pretty boring, not gonna lie. I was interested at first in seeing how far we could go and what kind of rewards we would get, but as y'all saw, it was just kind of an infinite cycle of never-ending bosses and NPCs that we could just beat forever, and you get nothing in return. So definitely not worth it. I mean, I came into this knowing that Infinite doesn't really give you anything right now, but it's fine. I was very interested in just seeing how it would go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found it somewhat entertaining, even though it was a little bit boring, but I will try to keep it a little bit more brief for you guys, even though we just spent 55 minutes in Infinite, which is crazy. We deserve a lot more for that, but whatever. Hopefully in the upcoming updates, they will do some work with that. Let me just remind y'all one more time, if you haven't already, go drop a like, go drop a sub, go check out King Mo's video on this if you'd like to see his perspective, show some support on his side. But besides that, thank you guys again for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.